doesn't sleep. What to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stand strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, stand strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Wake me from this dream I've been in. I need to get in closer to you. I swear you might succeed. Oh baby, I've been waiting for you. Now we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. I'm not gonna play nice. I'll be the witch you tell your friends about. I'm the crazy ex-girl you pretend you don't know, 'cause you know I could ruin your life. Rumor has it you have someone new. She'll regret you like a bad tattoo, 'cause you'll never change, you'll always stay the same. Go on and tell all your friends all about me. I don't give a nothing sticks to me, baby. Yes, hon, I'm Teflon, I don't give an F, so go ahead and tell them I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much. I'm not gonna play cool when you take me for a damn fool. I'm just so sick of it, can't believe that I've been with someone like you. Don't forget I know your secrets too. In a minute I can spill the truth, 'cause you'll never change, you'll always stay the same. Go on and tell all your friends all about me. I don't give a nothing sticks to me, baby. Yes, hon, I'm Teflon, I don't give an F, so go ahead and tell them I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much. Little bit too much. A little bit too much. A little bit too much. I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much.
Manok ko ito mga kamin na asiga na kay
I could see this through. I could wait another night. One more night, one more night. I could fight it through till the darkness turns to light. One more night, one more night. Say it's gonna be okay, 'cause this winter is so long, feels like it's haunting me. Say there's gonna be a change, 'cause I feel like I'm just holding on to yesterday. But if I wait till the summer, oh, if I wait till the summer, oh, but if I wait till the summer,
민지투성이 hands are trembling right now, right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now, right now. 한 발을 내밀었어, 걱정이 많이 있어. It's a bit of love, man. It's a little tough, yeah. 담배를 물고 있어, 생각이 너무 깊어. Wow, it's looking too deep. It's a little rough, yeah. Overthinking if I belong, but I'm where I need to be. Nobody's stopping us from flying. Don't kill this mood, just singing na 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 na. Won't make it harder for your mind. Just dancing underwater right now. I've been swimming and swimming, swimming into the deep end. I've been looking and looking, looking around me lately. I've been falling and rolling, really nothing new. Dancing up to the water right now. Moonlight shimmering, falling over me right now, right now. Yeah, 한숨을 쉬고 있어, 또 마음을 가고 싶어. 난 I'm afraid of all things, and I said enough, yeah. Overthinking if I belong, but I'm where I need to be. Nobody's stopping us from flying. Don't kill this mood, just singing na 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 na. Won't make it harder for your mind. Just dancing
goodbye to all it to you. We were young and running free. We were never meant to be, but I could not see you go. 'Cause of you, don't wanna waste another minute without you. And I will love you in the dark. And if you ever fall out, please don't leave me out. 'Cause I will love you till I'm gone. If you just hold on. If you just hold on. Don't think I could ever love the way you do. I'll try to make it up if you need me to. Something in your smile, I've never been so sure that all I ever wanted was to give you more. 'Cause if it all were up to me, we would always stay this free, and I would never let you go. 'Cause of you, don't wanna waste.
찬란히 빛나는 너의 이름, 이 기장 속에 나의 맘속에 I wouldn't change anything. 이대로 시간을 돌린대도 지금 이대로 처음부터 소중히 담아온 나의 이야기. 내게 달려가 꽉 안아줄 거야. 오늘은 말할게 I love you till the end. It's more than just a feeling. 이렇게 말해줘. Oh yeah. I've been waiting for your love. 널 바라볼 때마다 조금씩 커져가는 love. You have no idea. I wouldn't change anything.